6 protesters were taken into custody in Istanbul's Kadıköy district on Saturday during a demonstration organized by the People's Democratic Party, HDP, to commemorate the Armenian lives lost in 1915. The demonstration started with a group of around 100 protesters holding a banner that read, "This pain is all of our pain, we face the 100th year of the Armenian genocide." Police did not allow the group to march with the banner, and it was only after the protesters had put down the banner that they were allowed to proceed down Bahariye Street and chant their slogans. The group also engaged in short sit-ins during their march to attract attention to the demonstration. As they made their way past Moda Square, the group sat down for the third time during their demonstration, at which point riot police intervened. The police surrounded the group, struck them with their batons and took 6 people into custody at the Kadıköy Port Police Station. Thousands gather for 1915 at 1915 in Istanbul's Taksim Square. On Friday evening, thousands participated in a large-scale commemoration for the Armenian lives lost during the massacres and deportations that took place in 1915, which many members of the international community have been pressuring Turkey to recognize as a genocide. The Norzartank Initiative, a civil society group representing Turkey's Armenian community that was set up to fight hate crimes and discrimination, planned to march at 6:30 p.m. from the Galatasaray High School Square on Istiklal Avenue to Taksim Square to join other demonstrators at 7:15 p.m. 1915 to symbolize the year of the tragedy. Before Norzartank arrived, however, demonstrators of the Genç Türk, Young Turk, group arrived and held up a banner that read, "There was no Armenian genocide. There was Turkish genocide." Because the Turkish nationalists arrived at the scene before Norzartank, the police forced the Armenian rights group to start its march further up Istiklal Avenue, away from Galatasaray Square, and the police formed barriers with their shields between the demonstrators from Norzartank and the Young Turks. As Norzartank assembled to start the march, they held up posters to remember the Armenian intellectuals, community leaders, and political activists who were arrested by Ottoman authorities on April 24, 1915, an event that marked the beginning of the deportations and massacres of Armenians. They also held posters of assassinated journalist Hrant Dink and Savag Bak, a Turkish soldier of Armenian descent who was killed while performing his military service in Batman on April 24, 2011. All of these posters read, in both Turkish and Armenian, "We are here." Today's Zaman was at the scene and heard a police officer ask into his handheld transceiver, "These posters have Armenian writing on them, should we shut the march down?" When today's Zaman asked the police the reason why the posters needed to be taken down, they explained that they were too provocative. Thus, much like the demonstration that took place in Kadıköy, the group was able to commence its march only after having put down its posters. The group then marched towards Taksim Square, where they joined thousands of Turkish and international demonstrators outside the French Cultural Center in a commemoration ceremony that involved speeches and music to pay their respects to the lives lost in 1915.